look now. So good.
Thank you.
Oh, can it be
You're
you're here with me?
so handsome.
Let's start writing our own
I love it.
history.
So good.
I do spin.
Let's take this road. Oh, this
I love your dress. Look at your pearls.
Pearls all the way down.
Yeah.
Let's
You
just
thought I
take
wasn't going to do this.
the long
Yeah.
way.
I like it. Looks good.
Thank you. And the photo.
You've got me running in
So
circles.
that
I just,
Don't ever wanna slow down. Let's just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. Just keep going round, going round. You've got me running in circles. I can't keep both feet on the ground. Let's just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. Just keep going round, going round.
Mackenzie, who knew downloading Hinge would lead us here today? For 2 weeks, we texted nonstop, getting to know each other through text. Finally, when we met face to face at Marley's Brewery, I knew right away that you were someone special. We were both so nervous, but I was so excited to finally meet the girl behind the screen in person. And you, with your beautiful Bambi eyes and infectious laugh, you were even better in person. We talked and talked. I think we barely ate our food, and our server thought there must have been something wrong, but we were just caught up in finally meeting each other. I had so much fun with you on our first date, and I knew you had to go back to Harrisburg, so I muscled up the courage to ask you over and over again the very next day. I knew it was risky to ask, but I didn't want to seem desperate, but it paid off. Shortly after, you had to head back to Harrisburg for school, and I found myself in this crazy routine of weekend visits. Those trips were exhausting, but worth every mile. I remember leaving every Sunday wishing that our time together didn't have to end, and I couldn't wait until the next weekend to see you. I would stay up every night until midnight waiting for you to FaceTime me. When you were finishing studying, I would sacrifice hours of sleep just to see you at the end of the day. Then, you finally got that family medicine rotation near our house and moved in temporarily, and you just never left. I think we both knew that once you moved in, you weren't leaving.
Family and friends, we are gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of these witnesses to join together Kevin and Mackenzie in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate instituted of God and signifying unto us the mystical union that exists between Christ and his church, which holy estate Christ adorned and beautified with his presence in Cana of Galilee. It is therefore not to be entered into unadvisedly, but reverently, discreetly, and in the fear of God. Into this holy estate, these two persons come now to be joined.
Kevin, I can't believe that this day is finally here. I don't think I can quite put into words how much you mean to me and how excited I am to start our life together. Those first 2 weeks before our first date, I smiled every time your name popped up on my phone. I couldn't wait for you to text me. I felt like I could talk to you for hours, and I couldn't believe how much we had in common, from our love of home renovations to wanting a black house someday. I was in total shock that I had found someone so like me. The more we talked, the more I noticed that we shared the same values and wanted the same things in life. When it came back time for me to go back to school, I was so scared that a relationship so new and fresh as ours wouldn't withstand the distance, having only known each other for a short time. I was so worried that I found a good thing at the wrong time.
When it was time to go to bed, Mackenzie and I shared the couch, and Kevin was on an air mattress on the ground, but they fell asleep holding hands. Honestly, it was just a testament to their genuine connection. Every time I've seen them, hung out with them, just been with them, I can't help but notice that they bring out the best in each other and created a home with a foundation for a beautiful life together.
I knew that it would be a commitment to drive back and forth every weekend, but you stuck with me like you always do, and we made it work like we always do. With every weekend we spent together, I started picturing what our life would be like together. It was a life filled with the kind of love that I had never known. I struggled because I thought this was too good to be true, to have found a man like you. Someone I could be completely myself with, someone I could trust with all the confidence in the world, someone who was genuine, down to earth, reliable, and consistent. Someone who made me feel so loved and cared for each and every day, no matter what. My love for you grew even more when I met your family. I saw the love your parents shared and knew that I wanted the same. I knew that you had been raised with the values that I so desperately wanted in my future husband, and it just brought me so much joy to know that I had found what I was looking for. You are everything I have wanted and more. You're my best friend, my biggest supporter. You're truly my rock, and I mean that. You never waver in your support for me, and I can't explain how much that means to me. The feeling of finding someone who always has your back, no matter the circumstances, is something I'm so grateful to have found. So thank you for always being there for me, no matter what. And most of all, you're my home, so at peace when I'm with you. It doesn't matter where we are, you'll always be home to me. You truly are my favorite person. So today we begin our lives as husband and wife, and I'm so excited to see what our future holds. You're the best dog dad to Augie and Bentley and Mac, so I already know you're going to be the absolute best dad to our children someday.
You are the most caring and hardworking person I know. Whether it's showing up for those who you love, whipping up something in the kitchen, or working on your cricket, you put your whole heart in everything you do. You're always there for me when I need you. You make me strive to be a better man every day. We faced our fair share of challenges together, but we handled them together. We stress, and oh boy do we stress. We worry, but we always overcome. I know whatever life throws at us, we can get through it as a team. So here are my promises to you. I promise to love you forever. I promise to support you in every dream you chase. And I promise to never give up on us because you're my partner in all this beautiful life we live. My biggest hope for us is to build a happy, healthy family together. A family that knows the joy, love, and adventures that we shared. I hope that every one of your dreams come true, and I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. Our text conversations have turned into a lifetime commitment, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Thank you for choosing me, for loving me, and for sharing this incredible journey called life with me. Let's make every day an adventure worth remembering, even if I have to get on a plane or a roller coaster sometimes. I love you and forever and a day, and the day after that.
There are a few promises for you. I promise to always keep our schedules clear on Saturday nights for UFC, but I can't promise I'll stay awake. I promise I'll be the best passenger princess that I can be and try to give you directions before you miss the turn. And on a more serious note, I promise to help you achieve your hopes and dreams and support you along the way. I promise to comfort you, care for you, and provide for you. And most of all, I promise to love you, even when the times get tough, in the highs and lows of life, and every step along the way. I love you forever and a day after that. I can't wait to be your wife, and I'm so proud to call you my husband. So sweet, I love you.
Love is patient, love is kind, it isn't jealous, it doesn't brag, it isn't arrogant, it isn't rude, it doesn't seek its own advantage, it isn't irritable, it doesn't keep a record of complaints, it isn't happy with injustice, but is happy with the truth. Love puts up with all things, trusts in all things, hopes in all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Kevin, will you have this woman to be your wedded wife, to live together in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her in sickness and in health? and forsaking all others, keep only to her, so long as you both shall live. If so answer, I will.
I will.
And Mackenzie, will you have this man to be your wedded husband, to live together in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others only to him, for as long as you both shall live? If so answer, I will. For as much as Kevin and Mackenzie have consented together in holy wedlock, and have witnessed the same before God and this company, and thereto have pledged their faith to each other, and have declared the same by joining hands and giving and receiving of the rings, I pronounce now that they are husband and wife. And now it's my privilege and my honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Kevin Laubach, Jr. You may kiss the bride.
I've been down this road 1,000 times before. I was lost and I was wrong, trying to find a little hope. My heart was losing sight, and then you opened up my eyes. I was hanging by a wire, and then you pulled me from the fire. I was never on my own. You showed me the way home. You saved my life in the darkest night.